As you know, I am planning. So, as you know, I'm starting a new series that is monthly interviews, and it is called Wow, We Never Thought About It That Way. So, the intention behind the interviews that we are going to have, which is happening monthly, and it might turn into a podcast and it might turn into an invitation like you can join in on Zoom and you can ask live questions. For the time being, it's going to be on LinkedIn Live so we can chat there. But who knows? We're playing, we're having some fun, and I'm inviting you all in to be a part of it. So, wow, we never thought about it that way. This is to really feel curious about situations, problems, things that might be standing in our way. So often do we do things the same old way. We've done it like this all the time. It has proven to be pretty successful. So I change it. We have these traditional sayings that if it's not broken, don't fix it. So the question is that necessarily such a great idea to constantly do and repeat and do the same thing over and over again? Well, the fact is, many of us think that success happens one step at the time. So why not do it the same way as you've done it before? Moving slowly from where we are to the next goal or the next level, then the next. It's a common belief. Don't you agree? That's how we do play. That's how we play it. We try to make small improvements every single day, thinking that's the only way to grow, right? Even budgets is like 2%, 5%, maybe 10%. But here's the thought. What if life doesn't have to be that way? What if instead of just inching forward, taking this famous incremental step, you could literally leap ahead, skipping steps to reach way further than you thought was possible? You don't have to wait for years to get somewhere. You don't have to climb the ladder one step by step by step by step. What I'm talking about, it's not about making tiny gains. It's about taking huge leaps. You might not believe this, but hear me out. Think of it like this. Instead of just adding to your achievement, you are multiplying them. Think about instead of 2xing, doubling, you're 10xing. It's a game changer and it's offering you the chance for massive progress. And the cool part is these quantum leaps, they don't always require a lot of effort. It's really opposite. They're quick moves that can take you to a whole new level without the long, hard work and grind you might expect. I know it sounds a bit out there. It sounds, sorry, maybe even wild. But once you make that leap, it suddenly looks like the smartest, most sensible thing you've ever done. You've ever done, right? They are simple. They are efficient. They're saving you time and energy. We're calling them taking a quantum leap. We're talking about when we are thinking more about our energy than and then the time, right? You can actually go out there and experience having your big dreams come through. It's about making a significant jump, not just moving to the next logical step. That's playing it safe. And that is not a quantum leap. So I want to share a powerful personal story that I have. I also want to share a story by a client of mine. We both experienced how thinking differently, shifting everything around, changing the question, is not only giving you quantum leaps, but it actually compresses time. It's fascinating. So my story goes like this. My son Benjamin had been in seduced or induced coma for 8 weeks as we were looking for a solution. How do we solve this problem? How do we make him breathe through the solution that we currently had? How do we XYZ? We were looking at it from all angles. We constantly asked, how can we do this? How can we fix this problem? And after asking us these questions, like over 2 months, we didn't reach anywhere until the craziest, horrible, disastrous situation where we said, there's nothing more we can do. And on a Thursday in May 2010, we agreed with the doctors to turn off the ventilator, his life support on the Tuesday. So we have been working for 2 months asking, how can we do it? Now, it happened to be a situation where one of the doctors, of my son's doctors, he comes in, he is crying because he heard that we have made the decision to keep our promise to our son. And that was, as long as you live, you're going to live a good, happy life where you're functioning in the way you want, not kept on the machinery and you cannot move. That was our decision. And he said, there must be another way. And then he said, I know there is no other way, but I just can't understand it. Because when we are treating cancer patients that have a tumor in the trachea or the breathing pipe, what we do is like we push this tumor aside so we can, keep space in the trachea, the breathing pipe. But we can't do that with Benjamin because it's something completely different. It's not a tumor. This is different. We've never seen this ever before. And I asked him, can you explain it again? And he said to me, Rita, no, please don't go there. There is no solution. We've asked, how can we do it? We've looked at various models. We've looked at this. We've looked at that. There isn't any way. There isn't any way. Anyway, I asked him to explain it again. And then something is triggered inside of me. I realized we've asked the wrong question. We've asked a question that currently we did not have the answer to. And that was, how do we solve this problem? Thinking that the how was within the group. So I shifted it and I asked myself, who can fix this problem? Who knows somebody? Who knows somebody? Who knows somebody? So I jump on my laptop, sent out a message to my global network in the medical field, asking, has anyone experienced a child with similar disorder as my son Benjamin, suffering from Hurler syndrome or MPS 1? This is a distress message. This is our decision. We've done everything we can. And from there, because we asked who out there knows somebody who knows something, we found the solution in 3 days. And my son got his life back. Right? And he lived 12 more years. We asked a different question. How is so often standing in the way from doing quantum leaps? Because that is a quantum leap. This is going from death to life, is a quantum leap. The second one I want to share with you is a story of one of my clients, Åsa Johan. She has a company called Optimum Greening, and she has also a foundation called Optimum Greening Foundation. And when she joined the mastermind, she said, I have this dream that is basically the reason why I came back to Nigeria after living and kind of growing up in Houston and Canada and whatever places. She said it was to bring dignity back to Africans. And I wanted to do it through the foundation. And I don't know how many years it had gone by, but it didn't move. Her company moved, but not her big dream didn't move. And she said, I don't know how to do it. And I asked, Olsen, what if we change it from how you are going to do it to who is going to do it? Everything shifted. In 7 weeks, she found the solution to that. The right person for her to hire who knew how to do certain of these things. And from there on, it took only 18 months to deliver and succeed on the Agala project in Nigeria, to help 1,000 people to get access to clean sanitation, to water and energy in a place where it was just horrific conditions. We only shifted the question from how to who. So when we are talking about quantum leap here, we are talking about expanding time and space. You are going to say, wow, I never thought of it that way. That is my invitation, is to listen in when these things are getting started. I'm going to pop up once in a while before we start off with the first one on the 18th of April. And this is exciting, right? And as I said in the other live I shared, I'm curious about you. Do you have a specific problem that you are working on that is like, oh, this is really challenging? And you would love to see if there is another way of looking at it, and we can have a look at it. And we might end up saying, wow, we never thought of it that way. So with that, I wish you a beautiful day. Until next time. Bye for now.